Playing right field, the flex player, number 16, Maggie Goad. Playing center field, number 17, Riley Mink. Playing first base, number 18, Haley Gilmore. Pitching, number 12, Mackenzie McMahon. Catching, number 14, Kylie Facey. Playing third base, number 20, Olivia Clark. Playing shortstop, number 8, Lauren Wagner. Playing second base, number 11, Mackenzie Phillips. Playing left field, number 5, Kyla Montgomery. Leading off for the Dragons, playing second base, number 6, Sally Dreesaber. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 10, Lydia Ketting. Batting third, catching, number 4, Julia Ketting. Batting fourth, designated player, number 8, Caitlin Kreitler. Today's flex player, playing right field, number 21, Haley Irwin. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 38, Emma Nicholson. Batting sixth, playing center field, number 15, Sydney Bullard. Batting seventh, pitching, number 7, Alyssa Hooter. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 12, Lauren Pique. Batting ninth, playing third base, number 20, Brittany Swain. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please stand. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
Go ahead and sing it. Right there.
Welcome to the broadcast against St. Genevieve girls softball team against the Fredericktown Black Cats. Today broadcasting will be me, Nolan Klump, Keaton Boyer, and Jacob Hutchings. Today pitching for the Dragons, number 7, Alyssa Huber.
Leading off for the Lady Blackcats, designated player, number 9, Taylor Barrett.
Number 9, Barrett is up to bat first for Fredericktown. Catching for the Dragons is number 4, Julia Ketting. First base, Emma Nicholson. Second base, Sally Greasehaber. Shortstop is Lydia Ketting. Third base, Brittany Clanton. Right field, Haley Irwin. There's a ball hit to Sydney Ohlert in center. Oh. Close play there at second for Lydia Ketting. It's a leadoff double for the Fredericktown Blackcats. And playing left, last but not least, Lauren Piku. Now batting for Fredericktown is Minks.
First pitch to Minks. Attempted bunt, fouled back.
Runner at second with no outs. 0-1 count for Minks. There's a line drive. Hit to right field, dropped by Irwin. And the Blackcats will score. There was a single by Minks.
First baseman, number 18, Haley Gilmore.
Gilmore up for the Blackcats.
First pitch from Huber. It's taken for a strike. 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch from Huber is lined right back up to the middle. And they can't make the play at second base.
Great play there by Ketting, though. Great effort.
So now runners on first and second for the
Pitcher,
Blackcats.
number 12, Mackenzie McMahon.
One run has scored here in the top of the first.
First pitch to number 12, bunted to the catcher, and they get the force play at third base. One out for the Dragons.
Ketting was pretty quick out of the box on that one.
Catcher, number 14, Kylie Basey.
Basty up for the Blackcats.
And the first pitch to her is behind her. She almost got hit.
Yeah, that one felt pretty good. One out here in the top of the first. 1-0 count.
That pitch is taken for a strike. Counts 1-1.
Runner on first and second for the Blackcats.
1-1 pitch to Basty. It's taken for a ball. It's 2-1.
Correction from the JV team, that is Basty, not Basty. And there's a pop
Basty
fly.
pops it up, and it's out of play.
Two-two count here for Basty with one out in the top of the first. Runner on first and second with one run scored by the Blackcats.
The 2-2 pitch. It's fouled straight back. Two-two pitch. Grounded to the first baseman. And she tags her out.
20, Olivia Clark.
Now up to bat, first baseman, Clark. First pitch to her was bounced on the ground, taken for a ball. 1-0 count. Runner on second and third with 2 outs, top of the first. The 1-0 pitch hit out to right field, and Haley Irwin makes the catch.
Great catch out there for Irwin. Tonight we have a freshman, JV, and varsity volleyball game at Farmington. That started at 5, and that decides the conference champion, hoping the Dragons come out with a win. Should be a pretty good game, as I believe the Dragons are pretty good this year, and so are the Farmington Knights. Hey, how can they watch the game?
After the varsity softball game, there's going to be a JV game. Come out and support the JV team.
If you would like to watch that volleyball game, it's on FHS Night Vision, KNIGHT, on their YouTube channel.
Leading off for the Dragons, second baseman number 6, Sally
Pitching for the
Freehaver.
Black Hats, number 12, Mackenzie McMinn.
Up to bat now is number 6, Sally Greasehaber, for the Dragons.
First pitch to Greasehaber was taken outside for ball 1.
She's batting .510 on the season, which is pretty good.
Really good. The 1-0 pitch is taken high and inside for ball 2. Counts now 2-0.
Her average and sluggage percentage is .510.
2-0 pitch is taken for a strike. It's now 2-1.
On deck for the Dragons is number 10, Lydia Ketting.
2-1 pitch to Greasehaber is lined over the shortstop's head, and Greasehaber is on with a single.
Leadoff single for the
Number 10,
Dragons.
Lydia Ketting.
Now up to bat is number 10, Lydia Ketting. Hoping to trade that runner some places.
First pitch to Ketting is taken way high for ball 1, and Greasehaber takes second base on that pitch. Greasehaber's now at second base with a 1-0 pitch to Ketting. Greasehaber takes third base on a pitch that was in the dirt.
Man, she's fast. Turf. That's the explanation by Clayton Geck.
The 2-0 pitch to Lydia Ketting is taken way high again for ball 3.
Now she's batting .340 on the season, and sluggage percentage is .520, which is still really good.
3-0 pitch is taken for a strike by Lydia Ketting. Now 3-1. with a runner on third base with no outs in the bottom of the first. 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Lydia Ketting.
Runner on third with 3-2 count. 1 run is in.
Three-two pitch is popped up to the second baseman, and that's caught. And that'll be 1 out for the Dragons.
Catcher, number 4, Julia Ketting.
Now batting for the Dragons is Julia Ketting.
First pitch to Julia was taken high for a ball.
Man, this top of the lineup is stacked. She's batting .415 on average and 774 slugging percentage.
Another really good batting average.
Yeah, it is.
The 1-0 pitch was taken for a ball. Now 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch was fouled down the third baseline.
Dragons are 8-8 on the season, hoping to make it 9-8 tonight against the Black Cats.
2-1 pitch is taken inside for ball 3. It's 3-1 with a runner on third base.
On deck for the Dragons is number 8, Caitlin Kreitler.
3-1 pitch. Grounded at a shortstop. That's going to score. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Hey, whatever you can do to get that ball to keep it in front of you guys from getting it out in the foul area. Now up number 8, Caitlin Kreitler. She's batting .333 on the year. Slugging percentage is .359, which is still really good.
Fake bunt, and Julia Ketting takes second base.
Safe there at second. Not a very good throw by the catcher.
And the 1-0 pitch to Kreitler
Wow.
is lined foul.
It's a hard line drive.
That would have been a really good hit if it was fair.
Wouldn't feel too good to get hit by that, would it?
No, it would not.
1 out for the Dragons.
1-1 pitch to Kreitler. It's taken way high and inside. And it looked like Julia Ketting was trying to make the catcher throw down to second base so she could take third. Kind of dancing out there. And the 2-1 pitch to Kreitler. Singled down the third base line. And Ketting's going to stop at third base.
Got our runners at the corners.
First baseman, number 38.
Tied game here at the bottom of the first. Now up to bat for the Dragons, number 38, Emma Nicholson. 1 out for the Dragons. Hoping to get them 2 runners home.
And the first pitch was taken high for a ball. Caitlin Kreitler steals second base.
She's batting .310 on the year. That's the average, and .405 is her slugging percentage, which still are really good. Dragons don't have a bad lineup here. There's a ball thrown, a mistake, and Ketting to score, and Kreitler over to third.
Yeah, the catcher throws down to third base, and it goes into the outfield.
Pass ball.
So that allows Julia Ketting to score.
Now 2-1 Dragons.
And Nicholson advances to third.
Caitlin Kreitler.
Oh, Caitlin Kreitler, that's my fault.
Nicholson still up to bat.
3-0 pitch. It's taken low in the turf for ball 4.
We got runners on the corners. Now to bat number 15, Sydney Oler.
2-1, Dragons take the lead here in the bottom of the first. Runners on the corner.
1 out.
And the first pitch to Sydney is taken for a ball.
And Kreitler scores for the Dragons to make that 3-1.
Nicholson steals second base. Catcher throws it out in the outfield again.
Great base running for the Dragons. The third base coach over there, Dennis Kreitler. Also head coach.
It's now 3-1, Dragons lead.
We'll get a timeout for Fredericktown. This coach comes out to talk to the pitcher. Coach Kreitler talks to Oler. Gonna talk some stuff over here before the next pitch. Today's sponsors for the game is Mid-America Rehab,
Barley Automotive, and Fleeg's Equipment. Thank you to those companies for sponsoring this broadcast. And as the Black Hats coach walks back into the dugout, Sydney Oler steps into the box.
1-1 count with 1 out. 3-1 Dragons. Runner on second base.
1-1 pitch was taken way high for ball 2. Two 2-1 pitch. Just caught the inside corner. Strike 2.
Sydney batting .242 on the season with 364% slugging.
And the 2-2 pitch is taken inside for ball 3.
3-2 count here for Oler. Runner still at second with 1 out. 3-1 Dragons.
This catcher's doing a really good job of blocking these pitches that are in the turf. These balls get away, them runners can advance. The full count pitch was taken way high. Catcher had to jump out of her position there.
Pitcher number 7, Alyssa Huber.
Now up to bat is number 7, Alyssa Huber. She's batting .311 on the year with .489 slugging percentage. These Dragons have some pretty good hitters on the team.
Again, another good block by the catcher there. Runners on first and second now. 1 out in the bottom of the first. 3-1. The 1-0 pitch. Just caught the inside corner. It's 1-1.
Not sure if I agree with that call.
Me neither.
Looked like
Looked a little inside to me.
inside for a ball. Our first strike, I mean.
That pitch is in the turf again. And the catcher keeps it in front of her.
Hey, I mean, if you're going to play catcher this level, you're going to have to learn how to block a ball and keep it in front of you. Or you'll not be going to play catcher. That's all there is to it.
And the 2-1 pitch hits Huber. And she is on first base.
Shakes that off. We got Lauren Piku up to bat. She's batting .115 on the year, hoping to get that up with a .154 slugging percentage. Still room for improvement. There's a hit. Runners have to advance.
Hits it back to the pitcher. So the
4-1.
runners have to advance, yep. And a runner scores. So it's now 4-1 Dragons lead in the bottom of the first inning.
2 outs here for the Dragons. Now up to bat, number 20, Brittany Clanton. She's batting .390 on the year. very good for bottom of the lineup player. 439 slugging percentage. See if Clinton can get it done.
First pitch to Clinton was taken for a ball. And the 1-0 pitch was taken for a ball low.
Runner at first and second here for the Dragons. 4-1 lead against Fredericktown with 2 outs.
That pitch was in the turf, and the runners will advance. Runners now on second and third with 2 outs. Clinton digs in the batter's box. The 3-0 pitch is taken high for ball 4. Now bases loaded.
For Sally
Second base, number
Greasehaber.
6, Sally Greasehaber.
Batting very good on the season. I think highest average on the team with 510.
Looks like Sally Greasehaber is a switch hitter.
Yes, sir, she is. Slaps from the left and hits from the right, I guess.
Bases loaded for Greasehaber.
Taken for a strike. It's a 1-1 count here for Greasehaber with 2 outs. Bases loaded. See if she can get a nice
1-1
hit
pitch. It's taken high for ball 2. Now 2-1. Greasehaber digs into the box. The 2-1 pitch. Taken low again for ball 3.
On deck for the Dragons is number 10, Lydia Ketting.
This catcher is busy tonight.
I'd say.
3-1 pitch to Greasehaber.
There's a
Swung on and hit out to center field.
hit.
And
Wow.
that's,
Great hit by Greasehaber in the gap.
she's going to third base and she's safe. Standing triple.
Scores 3 runs.
That looked like it was gone for a minute.
1
hop to the fence for a nice triple by
Shortstop,
Greasehaber.
number 10, Lydia Ketting.
Now up to bat number 10, Lydia Ketting for the Dragons. I think Fredericktown's going to do a pitching change here as Ketting's up to bat. Again, tonight we have a volleyball game at Farmington, which will decide the conference championship game. And that's against St. John Dragons in Farmington, of course. That started at 5. We have a freshman, JV, and varsity game. Hoping they come out with a win.
And after this varsity softball game, JV will play right after.
Also have a golf tournament tonight, girls golf. I believe that is in it's in Cape Notre Dame against, it's actually in Carbondale against Cape Notre Dame in Carbondale.
We have some pretty good golfers this year.
4 sophomores, a freshman and a junior. Isabella Burton, Josie Geisner, and Cami Grass and Madison Viox are your sophomores. Vela Lytle as a freshman, Haley Wolf as your junior, and the manager is Tobias Biet. Head coach is Miss Rachel Kahn. First pitch to Ketting was a strike.
Swung on and missed for a strike.
2 outs, runners on third.
0-1 pitch to Ketting. It's taken high for ball 1. 1 pitch. Swung on and fouled by the third base dugout. Now 1-2, 2 outs. 7-1. The bottom of the first. Dragons on top. As Ketting hits one to the shortstop. She throws it on to first for out number 3.
Finally.
And after a really good inning for the Dragons.
Batted through with 2 extra batters, which was Sally Greasehaber and Lydia Ketting, correct?
Yep. Scored 7 runs that inning.
Great inning by the Dragons. As Hoover will go back out to the mound. She's been pitching a lot for the Dragons. I think started almost every game. As Brittany Clanton is their other pitcher. She is pretty good herself too.
Dragons varsity softball team is 8-8 on the season. Looking to pick up their 9th win. Have a pretty good club this year.
Not bad, sitting at right at 500. Hannah Wilson also pitches for the Dragons.
Brittany Clanton will come in here and there sometimes to pitch.
Leading on for the Lady Blackcats. Shortstop number 8, Lauren Wagner.
Alyssa has an ERA of 5.63. She's pitched 73 innings.
That's a lot of innings pitched.
Yes, sir, you're right. She's 6 and 7. And Clanton is 2-1 with a 4.73 ERA. She's pitched 23 innings. Still quite a bit.
Number 8, Wagner, grounds out to the third baseman, Brittany Clanton, for the first out.
Second baseman, number 11, Mackenzie Phillips.
Now batting, second baseman, Phillips. First pitch was taken inside for the ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Phillips was swung on and missed for strike 1. Counts 1-1 with 1 out. And the top of the second. And the 1-1 pitch was fouled back. It's now 1-2.
One out here for Fredericktown. Still 7-1 Dragons.
1-2 pitch is ground to Clanton. Really good play by Clanton as she makes the out. She had to charge that ball and she threw it to first base on the run.
Left fielder, number 5.
She's a pretty good
Kayla
fielder.
Montgomery.
Got good glove on her.
Now batting, Montgomery. With 2 outs in the inning. 7-1 Dragons lead in the top of the second. And the 0-1 pitch was taken inside for a ball. It's now 1-1. And Montgomery grounds to the third baseman Clanton again, and Clanton makes all 3 outs in the inning.
Great inning for Clanton. 1, 2, 3 go down the Fredericktown Blackcats. Our sponsors for tonight's game is Mid-America Rehab, Fleegs Equipment, and Barley Automotive.
Pitching for the Black Cats, number 28, Mason Rakob. She's a sophomore.
There's your lineup for the Dragons. It's now up to bat number 4, Julia Ketting. She is your catcher.
Leading off for the Dragons, catcher number 4, Julia Ketting.
Julia Ketting hit a single last time up. And the first pitch to Julia Ketting was taken for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch to Julia was taken high for ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch. Taken high and outside for ball 3.
Pitching for the Black Cats, I believe, is Brittany Stumbaugh.
Nope, number 28.
My bad, Mason Rickup. Looked at the wrong.
That's ball 4 to Ketting. She takes a hard turn at first base, acting like she was going to take second.
Decides to hold up there at first, though.
Now up is Caitlin Kreitler.
Fake throw there by the catcher to Chase Ketting back to first.
First pitch to Kreitler was a ball. 1-0 here. 1-0 pitch is a strike.
No outs here for the Dragons. There's a runner on first, winning 7-1 against the Black Cats.
And the 1-1 pitch to Kreitler was taken high for ball 2. Dragons really wanting the catcher to throw down to the bag. She's made a few bad throws in the game already. They're trying to get the extra bases.
Ketting dancing over there at first, trying to persuade the catcher to throw. See if it'll be another bad
2-1 pitch to Kreitler was a strike. It's now 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch is lined over the third baseman's head.
Great hit there by Kreitler to left field.
Kreitler's on with a single.
Got a runner on first and second with no outs. Now up to bat for the Dragons is number 38, Emma Nicholson. She is on first, I believe.
Dragons' average is going up. Batting average. And the first pitch to Nicholson is a strike. It's 0-1.
On deck for the Dragons is number 15, Sydney Ollert.
And the 0-1 pitch to Nicholson. Taken just a bit high for ball.
Runner on first and second. No outs. Nicholson trying to advance the runners.
And the 1-1 pitch to Nicholson is popped up to the catcher. And the runners will not advance. There's now 1 out in the inning with a runner on first and second. Still 7-1, bottom of the second. Now batting Sydney Oller. Swung on and missed. And that'll get past the catcher, so the runners will advance. Now on second and third.
Kreitler's at second and Ketting's at third.
And the 1-0 pitch to Oler. Steve Wright called.
One out here in the bottom of the second for the Dragons. 7-1. Dragons are winning.
There's 0-2 pitch is lined out to the outfield, and she cannot make the play. It rolls past her as 2 runners will score, and Oler ends up at second base.
Pitcher number 7, Alyssa Huber.
Now batting number 7, Alyssa Huber. First pitch to Huber was fouled straight back. It's 0-1.
Runner on second for the Dragons with 1 out. It is 9-1.
The 0-1 offering was fouled. It's now 0-2. And when Oler gets her lead at second base, she's getting pretty far. She can get far because no one's covering the bag. She knows the catcher's not going to throw down. 0-2 pitch was taken way outside.
9-1 Dragons here in the bottom of the second with a runner on second with 1 out for Huber.
1-2 pitch. It's fouled back.
On deck for the Dragons, number 12, Lauren Piku.
And the 1-2 pitch to Huber as the pitcher steps on the rubber.
Big hit by Huber.
Big old foul ball.
Wishing that was fair. Had a chance at home run distance.
Still 1-2 as Alyssa Huber keeps battling here. Let's see who's going to win, the pitcher or the hitter. And another foul ball by Alyssa Huber.
It's a great game for the Dragons as they're winning 9-1. Just in the bottom of the second. Scoring them early. Give that credit to the hitters.
1-2 pitch. Alyssa Huber wins the battle as she singles to center field.
Great hit by Huber.
Oler will score from second base. The throw goes home, so Huber will advance to second base.
Another not so good throw by Fredericktown's catcher.
And really good base running by the Dragons.
We have a designated runner, number 17, Lexi Martin, for the pitcher, Alyssa Huber. Now batting for the Dragons, number 12, Lauren Piku, as Martin is at second for the Dragons. And on deck, number 20, Brittany Clanton.
The first pitch to PQ. Grounded to the shortstop, and she throws it on to first. Lexi Martin tries to advance to third base, and she's out. That's a double play for the Blackcats.
Looked like he called safe, and guess he changed his mind and said she was out.
Kind of confused there.
Not the first time I've seen that before.
And that'll,
Lexi, a pretty fast runner there.
yep. That's going to wrap up the second inning as Dragons are leading 10-1. Going in the top of the third. Really good hitting by the Dragons. You can just see them averages going up. As Alyssa Huber goes back on the mound to pitch for the Dragons.
As it is 10-1 for the Dragons. Before the game, the Dragons started off with, trying to get their stats up here.
Designated player number 9, Taylor Barrett.
Now batting for Fredericktown, number 9. A fly ball was hit out to Irwin in right. She comes up with the catch all the way in shallow outfield, middle infield.
Center fielder number 17, Riley Mink.
First pitch to number 17 was fouled back.
0-1 for the Black Cats with 1 out. No runners on, as it is 10-1 Dragons.
And the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 2. Alyssa Huber bringing the heat.
She's got the power to bring it. Pretty muscular.
See if she goes with an off-speed pitch here on 0-2. And she does, and strikes her out.
Great pitching by Huber, as expected, as she starts almost every game.
Number 18, Haley Gilmore.
Now up is number 18, Gilmore, for the Black Cats. The Dragons' average for batting this season was .323. Now I expect to see it go up, as they've been hitting very good this game. First pitch was taken for a ball.
Friday, there's a football game at Potosi. Start time is 7 o'clock. Go out and support the Dragons. Hopefully come up with a win.
Well, they do need it.
Before next week, when we have a homecoming.
That's against the Perryville Pirates.
Pirates are pretty good this year. Started off 3-0.
2-1 for the Black Cats.
That pitch is flied way up to the third baseman, Clanton. She runs over and makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3, go the Black Cats again.
Good play there by Clanton. Makes that the bottom of the third. The Dragons came out and scored some runs to make it 10-1. And again, just the bottom of the third. Leading off this inning is number 20, Brittany Clanton. And she's hitting pretty good on the season with, let's see, she's got 390 average with 439 slugging percentage, which is very good.
Pretty good average for the number 9 hitter.
Very good. Well, I guess she's trying to advance that leadoff runner when she the runner before her, and trying to get that leadoff runner a good start for her, so the leadoff runner can advance her, because that's what the leadoff runner or leadoff batter is there for, to get a hit, not for home runs. Singles and doubles is what they're there for.
Get on base anyway.
Yep, walks, anything counts to get on base.
Leading off with the Dragons, third baseman number 20, Brittany Clanton.
Brittany Clanton steps into the box. first pitch to Clanton was bunted foul of the third base line. Counts 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch to Clanton. Squares the bunt, but pulls it back as she takes a ball. Counts now 1-1 for number 20, Brittany Clanton. She steps back in the batter's box. Squares the bunt again, pulls it back. She hits it right over the pitcher's head, and she's going to be on with an infield single.
Second baseman number 6, Sally Greasaver.
Number 6, Sally Greasaver, up to bat.
First time up, Sally singled. And her second time up, she hit a triple. So she's 2 for 2 as Clanton takes second base. As the throw by the catcher was late. Greasaver steps back into the box. Pitcher takes the rubber. And the 1-0 pitch. D-right called. And that ball gets away from the catcher. And Clanton will advance to third. And the 1-1 pitch to Sally is taken high and outside for ball 2. Sally looking to get on base for the third time tonight. It's only the third inning, so she has a chance for the cycle, as she already has a triple and a single. And the 2-1 pitch to Greasaver is taken low and outside for ball 3. Counts 3-1 with no outs. And the 3-1 pitch to Greasaver is ball 4. Greasaver rounds first. She's going to second base. A throw by the pitcher goes to the outfield, and that will score Clanton. Greasaver walks. So she rounds first base and takes second base. Really smart base running by the Dragons here in the third inning. It's now 11-1 Dragons lead as Lydia Ketting steps into the box. And the first pitch to her was fouled off. Zero outs, the bottom of the third, with a runner on second base for the Dragons. And the 0-1 pitch was grounded to third base. Third baseman will throw it on to first for out number 2.
Catcher number 4, Julie.
Out number 1. Sorry about that.
Now up to bat for the Dragons, number 4, Julia Ketting, with a runner on second.
Julia Ketting is 1 for 1 so far, with a single in the first inning, as the first pitch to her is fouled straight back.
Man, that lady needs to watch out. Almost got hit by a ball.
And the 0-1 pitch to Julia Ketting was taken high and outside for a ball. One pitch, 1 out, runner on second base. That pitch is taken inside for a ball. Looked like a strike.
Yeah.
The umpire did not call it.
Hey, it happens. Humans make mistakes.
2-1 pitch is lined foul.
She's got a pop in her swing, doesn't she?
Yep.
Wow, great line drive there by Julia Ketting. Just hit foul. 1 out, 2-2 count for Ketting as the Sally Greasehaber is on second. See if she could trade her spots.
And the 2-2 pitch is fouled again to the third base side, as she is battling here with the pitcher.
On deck for the Dragons, number 8, Caitlin Kreitler.
And the 2-2 pitch is fouled to the third base side again. Julia Ketting still battling. Let's see if she can win this battle. And that's a deep hit out to left field, and she's going to end up with a double as Sally Greasehaber comes around and scores.
We've seen some great hits here by the Dragons. As that one hops the fence again. Second one hopper to the fence this game. Now at the bat for the Dragons, number 8, Caitlin Kreitler.
Kreitler is 2 for 2 so far with 2 singles. Just looking to get on base for the 3rd time tonight. And the first pitch to Kreitler is fouled straight back.
0-1 count here for Kreitler as there's 1 out. 12-1 Dragons here in the bottom of the 3rd, I believe. Yes, bottom of the 3rd.
An 0-1 pitch is fouled back again. It's now 0-2. 12-1 Dragons lead in the bottom of the 3rd. This game might be over quick. And the 0-2 pitch to Kreitler. Taken way outside for ball 1. Kreitler's average will be going up after this game. She has 2 hits already. Ooh, just foul.
Great hit there by Kreitler. She needs to wait a little bit to get a good hit off that pitch.
And the 1-2 pitch to Kreitler as the pitcher steps on the rubber. And that pitch is taken high for ball 2.
2-2 count here for Kreitler with 1 out and a runner on second. 12-1 Dragons.
The 2-2 pitch to Kreitler was taken low in the turf for ball 3 as the runner Julia Ketting will advance to 3rd on that pitch.
I believe that is Riley Hook over there as she is a designated runner.
And Caitlin Kreitler lines it to the 3rd baseman, and she's on again. And Riley Hook's going to score on the play.
Now 13-1 Dragons.
First baseman number 38.
Dragons playing really good today.
Bottom of the 3rd, 1 out. Now to bat Emma Nicholson. On first is Caitlin Kreitler. And on deck, number 15, Sydney Ollert.
Catcher's going to throw down to first base. The ball gets away from the first baseman. Caitlin Kreitler just going to stay on the bag. She's not going to try to advance on that play. And the 0-1 offering to Nicholson. Is a bomb out to left field.
Wow.
That would have been a home run if it was fair. Just a little foul, though.
Great hit.
That was a big hit.
Almost to the road.
And the 0-2 pitch to Nicholson. Grounded to the third baseman. And she's going to throw it on to first for out number 2 in the inning. As the runner on first will advance to second base.
Center fielder, number 15, Sydney Oler.
Now batting Sydney Oler. She is 1 for 1 in today's game with a double as she swings at strike 1.
2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Dragons winning 13-1. 13 runs in 3 innings is very good. There's a hit.
As Oler rips it down the third base line. And Aubuchon is going to come around to score. And Oler is going to make it to second base as the throw comes home.
Now make that 14-1 Dragons with 2 outs.
You know what the run rule is?
No, I do not. Might have to ask
Now batting
Mr. Jeff Nix down there.
7,
for that one.
Melissa Huber.
15 after 3.
So if
Dragons are going to need 2 more runs to close it here in the third inning.
I believe they can do that too. They got a pretty good lineup here. As Huber's up to bat with a runner on second. And number 37, I believe that's Emily Grass on deck. A pop fly.
Huber's going to pop it up right past the pitcher, and she can't make the play. Huber's on first base.
Tying, or the winning run is on first to run roll Fredericktown. So it's 14-1 here in the bottom of the third. My bad.
Emily Grass.
They have to have 15 after 3 to win the game, and that is winning by 15. Number 37, Emily Grass, up to bat for the Dragons. Number 20, Brittany Clanton on deck.
Lexi Bova.
Grass is going to pinch hit for Lauren PQ.
Bova is on third. Or first, my bad. For a courtesy runner. Designated runner, my bad.
And the first pitch to Grass. It's grounded foul of the third base line. Now 0-1 with 2 outs.
Got number 3, Lexi Bova on first, and number 34, Katie Beck on third for your runners, and number 37, Emily Grass up to bat.
Emily Grass lines it to the shortstop. One bounces, and she's safe at first. With a runner coming in to score, it's now 15-1 with the winning run on second base.
See if Clinton can get it done. Very, very good hitter.
She has 2 singles in this game so far. If she can get another single, the game's over. The first pitch to Clinton is low and outside for ball 1.
Hopefully does not make this the third out here. Let's see if Clinton can get away from that.
The 1-0 pitch to Clinton as a pitcher steps on the rubber. is grounded
And the winning
up
run.
right up the middle to the center fielder for a single, and Coach Kreitler at third base is going to hold the runner on third.
Which is actually a pretty smart idea, not wanting to chance the out at home.
And pinch hitting for the Dragons, number 28, Tanisha Gegg. She comes in the game for Sally Greasehaber. Let's see if Tanisha Gegg can close the game here.
The winning run is on third, and that is, I believe, Lexi Bova.
Tanisha Gegg
There's the hit.
lines it.
There we go.
Game over as the Tanisha Gegg hits it into the outfield.
Great game by the Dragons, as that's 16 runs in just 3 innings. Wow.
Dragons win that game 16-1. Very good game. Hitting was outstanding, and the people who made the plays in the outfield.
I think we might try giving Coach Dennis Kreitler an interview, as the Dragons have had a great game. 16-1 against the Black Cats with the mercy rule just on third. And we also do have a volleyball game at Farmington tonight. Now that this is over, we're going to head over there. FHS Night Vision, that is KNIGHT on YouTube. And that will decide the conference championship game. No, it will not. First game in conference, my bad.
But may very well.
May very well, as Mr. Schweiss says. Probably the two best teams. And our sponsors for tonight's broadcast were Mid-America Rehab, Barley Automotive, and Fleegs Equipment. Big thank you to those guys. Again, we're going to see if we can get Coach Kreitler up here for an interview after this amazing game that the Dragons had.
Really good game played by the Dragons, as they are now 9-8 on the season, just one game above 500. And I think everyone in this game had at least one hit.
I do believe so, as for the starters, of course. JV gets an early start here, as just game ended just in the third inning.
Even the pinch hitters who come in, they did really good to help the Dragons come in for a victory here tonight.
Must have really been on it tonight.
And the base running was outstanding for the Dragons, as they were taking bases on pitches in the dirt and throws coming from the outfield to home plate. Really good base running.
Looks like Sally Greasehaber was 3 for 3, as well as Julia Ketting, Caitlin Kreitler, and I think those were the perfect hitters on the game. Actually, every hitter was good this game. Every hitter. I think everyone did get a hit, as Keaton said.
I'd like to remind everyone to head out to Potosi this Friday for our St. Genevieve varsity football team. Is looking for a win before homecoming next week against the Perryville Pirates.
Both games start at 7, I believe. As homecoming week is supposed to be very nice weather, I do believe, as we did
I think it might rain Tuesday.
I do believe so.
50% chance, but that's it.
All right, as we're going to wait for Coach Kreitler. He's talking to Jason Viox with the St. Genevieve Herald. after this big win, and then we'll get him up here and give him an interview.
Ask him what he thought of today's game, how he thought the girls played.
For those of you just joining, the game is currently over as the Dragons win it in the 3rd inning, 16-1. Really good game played by the Dragons. Dragons played outstanding tonight.
Just played Fredericktown. Then they come into the conference tournament next week. R7's in that for a couple weeks.
Waiting for Coach Kreitler to come up for an interview as he's talking to Jason Viox right now.
Tell him how he thought everybody hit really well throughout the lineup. Ask him his opinions.
Let's look at our sponsors again tonight for this broadcast. We have Mid-America Rehab, Barley Automotive, and Fleegs Equipment. Special thanks to those companies for making this broadcast happen. As Coach Kreitler is walking up here now for an interview.
We'll hand him over the headset. How you doing, Coach Kreitler? So what were your opinions on tonight's game?
Oh, hey. We came, we went out in the field and we gave up a run a little bit early there, but we tightened down the defense from there on and came out hitting, scored a bunch of runs. Alyssa Hooper pitched really well. We kind of made it simple for her to just throw as many strikes as hard as she could and throw in that changeup. And man, she had to work in the night. Defense came through with Brittany Clanton at third base, and Haley Irwin made some good catches out in right field. So it was good all around.
Yes, sir. What do you think of Haley playing right field?
Oh, she's made some good plays for us in the last couple of weeks here. So, she's kind of buckled down the outfield a little bit for us, tracking down for some balls for us, and she's used as a flex right now, which she doesn't hit. So we're hoping here next few games or whatever to get her some at bats too. But she's going to play some JV here and get some at bats too as well.
So the hitting tonight, you talked about the hitting. That was really good. What did you think about that?
Oh man, going into this season, I thought that completely the opposite. I thought our defense would hold us a while, and our pitching would be great with Alyssa and Brittany Clanton throwing for us. And I was a little worried about hitting going into this year. But we've been hitting the ball. It seems like the whole year with teams, even good teams, putting up some crooked numbers. And our team batting average is well over 300, so you really got to like that. And, you got 3 or 4 players that are hitting over 400. Sally Grieshaber well over 500. So
I think she's 5'10".
yeah, 5'10" with maybe a couple of hits tonight. So in a big triple on the right side. I mean, she can do both ways. I mean, it's just awesome to see.
Yeah, she was 3 for 3 with. She had some pretty good hits
Oh,
too
yeah.
for a
Like I
leadoff
said,
hitter.
You know, with that kind of speed, as a slap hitter, you just slap it down, you run, you get on base, you try to cause as much havoc on the defense as possible, and then when you have a bases loaded situation sometime, turn around the other way and hit the ball hard as you can. So it worked out for us.
What do you think of going into the conference tournament next week? You got know your seed yet, or what do you expect?
I would expect that to be out Thursday or Friday, because even though this was our last conference game for our season here, they're still playing conference games on Thursday. So we're kind of hoping to be a number 3 seed, but we got to see what Potosi does, because right now us and Potosi have the same kind of conference record. So they're still playing games Thursday, and we'll figure out what kind of seed we are probably Thursday night or Friday morning.
And then Jefferson are 7. What do you expect from them going into that's October 2nd?
Right, that'd be senior night, so you got mixed emotions going in there. You got it'd be a lot of distraction is what I call it, and it's it's kind of our job as coaches to make sure everybody's in tune with the game with all the ceremonies and everything that goes on. And I expect them. I think sometimes it's a little bit easier to play on the road than home because there's less distraction. So they put it to us pretty good last year with a decent pitcher, Hanrahan, but I think she's off to college now, and maybe I think they're a team that we can put up some numbers against too.
All right, thanks for coming up, and congrats on the win.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys.
Yep.
Appreciate what you guys do.
All right. Well, this concludes our broadcast. Thanks for watching, and St. Genevieve Broadcast is signing out.